It's the same problem that we have with Sheena Shea.
Yep.
She's self-producing so fucking hard that it's getting in the way of the actual stories.
Yes, we are Heather Gaying the shit out of this. No,
Yes.
stop. I can't Kyle and Heather Gay. I can't in the same year. My head explodes. Like,
I want
it's too much.
Listener discretion advised. Adult language and mature content.
Thanks. And you have a beautiful face.
Oh my God, stop it, so do you. Okay, I think it's recording now. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is Two Queens, One Screen. I'm Jen.
I'm Keeley.
Keeley is giving me my daily affirmations that I need. And actually, I'll just give them to myself for a second. I will say, I have a new ring light. So those of us, because let's be honest, me also watching. I used it last time, and I was talking to my dad, and I was like, he's like, "Oh, I saw you and Keeley were recording." I was like, "Yeah," and I looked amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am very happy with this ring light purchase
Good.
that I got. It's
perfect.
And you can't tell. I feel like it blurs the many layers of makeup that I have caked on top of my face. So it's like one.
You look beautiful.
Oh my God.
Who cares what it is? We love it.
You look beautiful too. I was just saying, I like your hair down. I like it.
Thank you.
It's very pretty. I mean, Keeley has, and I've seen it in person, Keeley has just very good hair. We have a lot of it, and it's really good. All right. We have some things to talk about today. First, we're going to talk about some things that we know nothing about and why we don't know anything about it. Then we're going to talk about some things that we don't know much about, but we know a little bit about it and we have opinions. And then we're going to talk about something that I don't know anything about. And I'm going to ask a lot of questions as Keeley explains it to me. And then we're going to talk about what we all know and love and need to talk about and have many opinions about, which is Real Housewives.
Yes.
Obviously. Okay, so first subject is Jen Shah. Keeley and I both love Salt Lake, except for we're pissed off at last season. I would love to end a season of Housewives not pissed off.
Sure. Love it.
And actually, we also had that same feeling about the Valley. Valley just came back. We haven't watched it yet. We're going to talk about it next week, probably.
Yes.
But I want to love the Valley. I want to love the Real Housewives. Hopefully everybody can turn it around. Jen Shah was like one of the most dramatic, exciting things ever to happen.
Yes.
On Salt Lake.
Yes.
However, she's out of prison. She did an interview, I believe, with People magazine.
Yes.
And I'm avoiding it.
Yes.
I don't want to know. I don't want to see her. I don't want her back on TV anywhere. She swindled people. And the only thing I saw was someone was talking about it as they were talking about other things. And they said that they felt like she said something along the lines of like, I pled guilty and I take responsibility for the things that go along with that. And that sounds like someone saying, I guess it's my fault, and so you can just blame me. Like, I will deal with the fallout of this. It doesn't sound like she's really taking responsibility. Like, I feel like the wording of it really turned me off, and so I read that little bit, and then any other time I saw her face, I just flipped right past.
Yes, I'm avoiding it as well. I actually lulled myself into a beautiful, beautiful bubble of we're never going to see this woman on TV or get a platform at all to see her speak again. And I was naively shocked going, what do you mean somebody sat down with her and is giving her a platform to speak? Instantaneously, I knew she would not take responsibility. I knew she would ask people to basically treat her like a victim. I knew she did all of that. I did not watch it. I'm avoiding it. But I did see a clip like you, and the clip was basically what you said. She said something to the effect of, I accepted the guilty plea. What do you mean you accepted it? No. That's not the right way to say that. She never said sorry. People died because of her.
Maybe she did say she's sorry. I
A
think she
man
should be sorry.
killed
He
himself. Killed himself because of what she did.
Mhm.
She does not even have the whereabouts to come on and speak to that victim's family. We should be hearing from these victims. The victims should be the ones on TV. We should not be subject to watching Jen Shah not take responsibility and ask the world to give her grace. She expects us to give her grace. What is wrong with you? No.
And what she did to these people was so humiliating.
Yes.
She humiliated these people on top of destroying them financially.
Yes.
So no, I'm not interested.
Nope, not going to watch it. Don't watch it. Don't give her the time of day. Just, I want her to go away. We don't need to watch her anymore.
I wouldn't mind if Coach Shaw came back. He can be on TV somewhere. But no, Jen Shah doesn't belong on television. And I think that's a fair line to draw.
Yes.
You and I don't really watch Summer House.
That's correct. I have watched it before. Not this current season. I know who's on the show. I know their names. We watched Sierra on Traders. Was fabulous. So I know who they are, but I haven't watched the last 2 seasons. But something is going on.
Great. Well, I've watched on and off. But here's the thing. I think the reason that I can, even though these people are living lives so incredibly different than ours.
Yeah.
Lisa, like I do still, their wives, their husbands, they have their kids, they have their jobs, they have their friendships, right? But Summer House is like single party people, even though they all have like real careers, they're also like going to party. And that's just, I'm 40 now, guys.
And we are not 20 on this show, just so you know.
They're not 20.
They're not 20. This is not Love Island, right?
No.
Where they're 20 and they're doing these things.
No.
This is a little different because they're old.
It's an Arrested Development.
Yes.
That it's like, and it's the same thing that I ran into with, I used to love Southern Charm.
Correct.
And I just feel like Austin and Shep and they never graduated.
Yeah.
And
I get
how
it.
are 20-year-olds still fucking them?
I
don't get it. And it's kind of the same thing. And I know that Summer House is bringing new people, and I love Paige.
Yes.
I love Sierra. I loved Amanda. But, and I followed West on TikTok.
Okay.
And I watched maybe an episode of the first season he was on where he was like cooking for everyone. And then at one point he like asks Paige to help him with dishes. And she's like, I haven't watched a dish since middle school or something. And good for you, Paige. But I didn't know much about him. I didn't follow their storyline. I saw 1 or 2 episodes, and then I'd see like clips on TikTok.
Right.
And I find him very charming, and I like his political views that he's vocal about on the internet. Because, Craig's MAGA. Like there's your stars when you're like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what their political affiliation is, and it's a bummer. But I like it when I know they agree with me. And I know that West agrees with me because the one time I saw him pop up, it was him when he was like doing a dance while talking about what he believes. And you're like, okay, cool. Then we're on board. So Amanda, who was significantly younger than her husband Kyle, who's on the show.
Don't like Kyle.
I never liked Kyle.
Nobody's ever liked Kyle.
Kyle is a
Fucking
yuppie,
Kyle.
like
Yeah.
rom-com villain, right?
He
like
is.
he's
Ugh.
the bad boyfriend that neglects his girlfriend, but he's like literally fucking doing it in real life.
Right.
Right?
No, literally. Yes.
And what's with all of these men becoming DJs?
I don't know, but stop. I mean, really?
It's like
Oh,
it's like all of us
not great.
middle-aged white women who are starting podcasts. But I'm not going and doing it in anyone's house. He's just going and taking stuff. He's like, we should keep going. And girls are like, need him to be this. Fucking Kyle. I never liked him. He's got not that he's the murderer, but he looks like he'd be one of the side characters in American Psycho.
Oh, sure.
Like he's one of the other guys that's like comparing their business cards.
You know what he reminds me of is the blonde Prince Charming in Shrek. That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just, looking at himself in the mirror all the time and wafting his feathered hair, and everybody's like, what are you doing? What's
and he's
happening?
like, I'm hilarious. I have a mullet wig on. And you're like, that's not enough. That's not a full joke.
Fucking Kyle.
So anyway, I guess he cheated on Amanda a lot, and he was a real asshole to her, and that they have filed for divorce, and Amanda seems great. I've seen her on Watch What Happens Live. Don't know that much about, but this is the whole thing. Keeley and I don't really know, but we know that Amanda was about to be the new, like, we're excited for you, Ariana getting out of it, Brittany we're all frustrated with Brittany, but like, you're getting out of it and we're proud of you. Good job.
Yes.
Katie, maybe. But then she went and hooked up with Wes, and I guess the last season, it looks like Sierra and Wes might be getting together again after they broke up.
Yes.
And I did see one of the clips where Sierra's like crying and like trying to talk Amanda, like, you don't deserve to be treated like this, like you need to leave him. And as a friend, that's a really fucking hard conversation to have because mostly it's not going to go your way. Right. Like if she's actually going to leave him, then, oh, thank God. But more than likely, that's the end of your friendship.
Right.
Like maybe you planted a seed, but also she's never going to talk to you again.
Yes.
I did that once.
But didn't Sierra complain to Amanda about dating white men and not feeling, what was the word she used? Like, I guess equal or up to their standards, or always felt less than. I swear I saw that part of the show. And
I missed that. I mean, this is again, we didn't watch it.
Right. And now Amanda, what? No, Team Sierra the whole way. Stop.
Poor Sierra.
Ugh.
Poor Sierra. She's like was hoping that was going to happen. But here's the thing. Wes is fun and cute and charming, but she's so out of his league. Right? Like
Sierra?
She's out of everyone on that show's league.
Oh my God, yes. 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 Yeah, if she's like housewife league. Like that's what she is. She needs to be on a housewife show. So that's the caliber Sierra is at, and everybody else is down here,
She should be a bachelorette.
Oh, yes.
She would be a great bachelorette. Ugh.
But people are saying it's like Scandival with Ariana and Tom, and I don't know that. I don't know.
Because Amanda's not Sandoval.
Ariana, right. Or Sandoval, yeah.
She's neither one.
Right. She's
neither one.
Yeah,
she's Katie. Except for it was Schwartz that started trying to kiss Lala, but then Lala was... There's nothing touchy Scandival.
No.
This is not new Scandival.
No.
This is a totally different scenario, and I think trying to like match up things is not fair.
Yeah.
Um, well,
hmm
uh,
So there's that. We
I'm
didn't
bummed about
watch,
that.
but we know about.
And now I have only seen a couple teeny clips about it. And for those that don't know or need a refresher, Keeley works for judges in the court. And
I
you've
do.
explained it to me. And Keeley's like in the courtroom while cases are happening. And you've been
I
doing it
am.
for your whole career. And it's awesome. And so what's been fun is when Keeley does like true crime story time, when they're in the courthouses, that's when you have like the best insight. And I really enjoyed Afro Man and talking about Afro Man last week. And so I had gotten a few clips about this new case and I was like, can you explain this case to me? Because I was like, are you watching it? Because then you could explain it to me better because I don't know that I'm totally getting it. And I guess it's
Yes.
pretty salacious. So
Yes.
that's what you know about and you're going to tell me about.
Well, yes. So again, I do watch trials, live feeds of trials on YouTube, and they run from the gamut to, murder to Afro Man civil lawsuits, and you can pick and choose what you want to watch. But this one, I have been waiting for it to start. This is in Maui, and well, it's actually in Oahu is where the crime took place, but the people, the husband and wife, reside in Maui. So I use this as a verb, and it's not a verb. He tried to dateline her. Basically, he took her on a hike in Oahu and tried to kill her. The hike was at the top of a cliff, and people, I have Googled this hike. Just Googling it, if a friend or a spouse or a partner says, let's go on this hike, they're going to murder you.
Oh, shit.
Just so you know. Just so you know. The road that you hike on is smaller than your 2 feet standing together. It is cliff drops on each side. It is not fun. Straight up going. The entrance of this hike is literally straight up a mountain. Anyway, beautiful views, but I could get in my car and drive somewhere else in Hawaii and look at a beautiful view. So anyway, he takes her on this hike, flies from Maui to Oahu, takes her on this hike for her birthday, and then they get to the top of the hike, which is the top of the cliff. And the whole point of this specific hike is to look through this hole kind of carved in the mountain where you can see the valley. And but to get there, it's very dangerous and very treacherous. And so they get to a part where it's out of the woods and trees and thickets and things, and it's open, but either side has a cliff edge. And he says, I want to take a picture, go over to the edge. Hello, first red flag. Hello. She's like, no, I don't want to be up here. I'm scared. And he walks up to her to push her closer to the edge. And she notices that he has a syringe in his hand. And
What?
he's trying, yes, he's trying to stab it in her neck. He's yelling at her, holding on to her, and trying to stick the syringe in her neck. She fights him, like wrestles with him, knocks a syringe out of his hand, and as the cliff is behind her, like hundreds
this sounds like
of
a movie.
feet.
This sounds like
Just wait.
like James Bond.
Yes. So she smacks the syringe out of his hand. They're fighting. She says the only thing I could think of was to get low on the ground, was to get down. And so she says, I kind of pivoted. I spun around. I got down on the ground and we kind of fell. He fell on top of me.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's on her back. He's on top of her, facing her. He's still screaming at her. He grabs a lava rock. They had the lava rock in court. This fucking thing was huge. I don't know if you have ever seen a Hawaiian lava rock. It is jagged. It is very sharp and is very heavy. And he starts bashing her in the head with it over and over and over again. She has the forethought to scream out, "He's killing me, he's killing me, somebody help me." Two female hikers hear her, come up, watch him beating her. They see him doing this to her, and they start to walk up on him. He stops hitting her, drops the rock, gets up off of her, and runs away. And these women help her. If these women hadn't shown up, she would have died. If she hadn't screamed out, nobody would have known she was there. She would have died. So these two hikers help her down the mountain. She is covered in blood and has two gigantic holes in her head. They showed that. Huge holes in her head.
Oh.
And he is just gone in the wind. They call the police, and we get to see on-body video of the police arriving, and they're asking her questions, and she says he tried to kill me with the rock. He had a syringe.
That part is
6
insane.
hours. This man hid inside this hike. It's so dense up there. He hid for 6 hours. And God bless the Honolulu Police Department for staying up there for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And he finally comes down the mountain and out, and the police are there and they see him. He's covered in blood, and they arrest him. Well, sorry, they arrested him. He runs. They tackle him. These are big Hawaiian Samoan men. They are very huge. He can't be more than $150, $160, and they tackle his shit to the ground and arrest him. So, it was insane to see this story. He's an anesthesiologist. He's a doctor on the island of Maui, and was going to kill her. The day that they were there was her birthday. He's trying to kill her on her own birthday. Anyway, so, oh my gosh, we see the police officers testify, blah, 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 boilerplate stuff, right? On audio and pictures are interesting. We get more information about the hike and what it looks like. Then the two women that saved her testified, and they were brilliant. Yes.
I saw a clip with one of them, and they said, she was they were nurses.
Yes.
And which, incredible. And then I didn't know that I don't know, she said that she was on, the part that I saw, she was talking to the 911 operator, but then she also was yeah, we were actually flying out later that day and decided to go on a whim.
Yes. It was incredible. It absolutely, I've told this to Steve, and I said, God bless these women for walking up on a man with a weapon, killing someone. I would probably just freeze and stand in the background and be like, he's going to fucking kill me. I can't go over there. But these women are like, right, full speed ahead, going in and saving this woman's life. Holy shit. They are total heroes. So all the forensic stuff, you get to see the rock, which was awesome. They passed it around to the jury. It was in a Ziploc, so it wasn't, the rock had hair on it. Her hair still on it. There was blood on the rock anyway. It's in a Ziploc. Jury gets to see that. And then she testifies. The wife gets up there and testifies. That was really hard to watch on a couple of levels. When they were asking her, the prosecutor, so that's called direct examination, which means they're just getting the direct story from her. And they're not really trying to mess her up in her testimony or catch her in a lie or anything like that. They're just trying to elicit what happened. Several times when she was explaining what happened, her little chin would quiver and she would, try not to cry. She was holding back the tears. It was very emotional. And I say this only because women, you're not allowed to cry. You're not allowed to show emotion. So they would use that against her if she's up there crying. Mm-hmm. And they use it against her if she's up there not crying. And she was, and so she did really well testifying. She said, we decided to go on this hike, and we were working on our marriage, and I was having a really good time sending Snapchats to the family, and we were taking pictures together. And we do find out that she had an emotional affair, is what she called it, with a coworker. So she works at like a power plant kind of engineering kind of a job. And she works from home, but her job's based in Washington State, I believe. Anyway, and so she had this emotional affair, I keep using air quotes, with a coworker that her husband found out about.
Was her
And
husband, or was the affair partner, was that person in Washington or
correct.
in Hawaii? Okay.
No, in
So it wasn't
Washington.
a physical thing.
Correct. And people on social media after her testimony was like, chef's kiss, because we went through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of text messages and emails for
Ugh.
hours while she's on the stand. This was the most boring affair I have ever read in my entire life. This is how it went. Good morning. Good morning to you. Are you coming into the office today? Yes or no? Did you bring your lunch today? Yes or no? Are you going to be in this meeting today? Yes or no? Literally, that was it. Day after day after day after day. They weren't sexting. They didn't send pictures back to each other. They never said things like, oh, your husband's a pig, or your wife is a bitch, or I want to screw your brains out. Nothing. Nothing.
Wait, then how is this an affair?
Correct. So here's the thing. The husband found out,
Yeah.
read through it, confronted her, and she said, you're right. I spoke to another man. That's not appropriate. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. And through her testimony, she said things like, our marriage was kind of rocky. He would demand sex. He would say, if I didn't have sex with him, I was obviously cheating on him. The sex wasn't really mutual. They would do things in the bedroom she wasn't comfortable with, but he didn't care. So it was very tricky for her to be, I guess, emotionally attached with her husband because of these issues that they had in their marriage surrounding intimacy.
So for her, literally just having someone else be like, oh, good morning. Hey, are you going to be in that meeting? All right, awesome. I'll see you there.
Right.
That's like,
right.
I mean, ooh.
Right. So she admitted it because she had a 1-year-old. She had just had a baby, and she had a 4-year-old at home. And so she's like, I don't want to mess up my family. What can I do? And he said, I want to go to counseling. And she said, oh, okay, we'll go to counseling. So she said, yes, I did have this relationship. Whatever you want to call it, with this coworker. I emailed him and said, we can't do this anymore, right? Well, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. The husband made huge demands on the wife, saying, you may not be in the same room with him. If you do, you have to have adult supervision. You may not email him. You may not talk to him. You may blah, 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 blah. He basically said, you have to quit your job because he works there. She agreed at first, but then she was like, no, I'm not going to quit my job. I didn't really do anything wrong. So they were working on their marriage at this point, and she said their marriage was going well. Her birthday came up, and he said, I want to take you to Oahu. And she thought, great, right? It's been months. We haven't had any problems. I've been doing what he's been asking me to do. And on the hike before, right, when he says, go over there and stand, he had confronted her about the affair again. And he said, you need to admit you cheated on me. And she said, we've already been through this. I'm not going to admit that. Kind of rehashed the whole thing. He got worked up about it and then grabbed her and tried to push her over the edge with the syringe. So that's what the whole thing started as, I guess, right? So this man is just mad at this affair.
He kind of decided that it was an affair, but it was just like someone that she enjoyed talking to. It's not even an affair. It's just she enjoyed talking to another guy. And I know that there's some people that see that as inappropriate.
Well, here's the thing. I even talked to Steve. I said, I thought about it. It would hurt my feelings. If you're emailing or texting some woman you work with, good morning, what are you doing for lunch? Like, it would kind of hurt my feelings. Why are you doing that? You and I should have a discussion about what attachment you have or what she gives you. And I'm not, it would hurt my feelings. I told him.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, it would hurt my feelings too. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it an affair. I wouldn't look at him and go, you cheated on me. And he goes, no, that's weird. But it's weird that you're doing that too. So, I mean, I get it, but it's not 1% out of 100.
No, and I think like, it seems like, I mean, clearly he brought a syringe.
Correct.
And like, it's like he was like, I'm going to stew over this forever.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yes. So he was not accepting of the work she was doing, not accepting of any responses that she gave to him or any admittance she was giving to him, anything. And she said it was completely out of blue. So as he's attacking her, he's like screaming, you're a cheater, you're a liar, you're a fucking whore, I'm so fucking done with this, right? Screaming at her. So she knows it's about this thing, right? Anyway, so 6 hours later, they arrest him, they find him. And the other part of her testimony that was really hard to watch was her cross-examination by his attorney.
Yeah.
Because they made it out that she deserved to be murdered because she had this affair. And I'm not joking. Yes. That's no, you should see the comments as they're doing this cross-examination. People are like, so she deserves to be killed because she said good morning to someone? No. So that was really hard to watch. It was really hard for her to go through. She admitted, yes, I did that. If you want to call it an affair, that's fine. But I said good morning and asked him what he had for lunch. Like, that's what I did.
Did the other guy chime in at all, or was there ever any like feedback from the other guy of him going like,
yeah, he testified and he was like, that's what it was. There was nothing.
And like they read all the text messages.
But I respected her.
Full on fucking him.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to be crass. But if she was,
still not.
Divorce her.
Still not.
Divorce her.
Still not.
Break up. You don't my God. Murder her.
Horrible. Then after her, the son testifies. So the man, the husband, was previously married, has a teenage son who's 17, 18. I think he's like 20 now. And they have 2 kids together, the 1 and the 4-year-old, but they had the 17-year-old living in the home with them.
Her stepson.
Right, at the time.
Okay.
After he tries to murder his wife and runs away because these women find her, he FaceTimes his son, covered in blood, and says, I just tried to kill her name. Her name is Ariel. I just tried to kill Ariel. I'm going to kill myself. I'm up at the top of this mountain and I'm going to throw myself and you're going to watch me kill myself.
What the fuck?
And the son is like, Dad, what do you mean? Please don't kill yourself. What do you mean you tried to kill Mom? What the fuck is going on? And yes. So the son testifies. Yes.
Oh my God.
So the son gets on the stand and he won't look at his dad. He doesn't call him his dad. He says the defendant. Every single time he spoke, he called him the defendant. It was crushing to watch. So this boy is up there saying, yes, he FaceTimed me twice. He told me twice he killed Mom. He was trying to kill Mom. He told me twice he was going to kill himself. And I didn't know what to do. So I went to my grandparents' house, which is actually his stepmom's grandparents' house.
So he's close with his stepmother.
Yes. So he on Maui. They were on Maui.
I was like,
the grandparents live on Maui. Went over to their house and said, Dad just called me. Said he tried to kill Mom. He's going to kill himself. What do I do? And they said, call the police. And so Maui police showed up at their house and this poor boy. Oh my God, that was horrific to watch.
So Ariel,
yes,
the victim,
yes,
her stepson,
yes,
goes to her parents.
Correct.
So her parents are having their grandkid, their their step grandkid, but their grandkid
Yeah.
come in and be like, dad's trying to kill mom. So that's their daughter.
Yes.
And what the fuck?
Yes. Yes.
And this poor kid.
Unbelievable. And he said, I haven't talked to my dad since. I'm not going to talk to my dad. He's not in my life. He said the defendant, he doesn't have a relationship with him. Praise be. And then today, or was it yesterday? I watched it today. Could have been yesterday. This dipshit, the defendant, the doctor, the husband testified. And I will
Isn't
tell
that
you.
bad? Isn't that really bad? Don't the people never get on the stand, or very rarely get on the stand?
Here's the thing. It really, it can go both ways. You testify and you dig your own hole. You dig your own hole, or you don't testify, and people automatically think you're guilty. Because if you're innocent, you would have something to say. You're going to tell me how innocent you are. That is just a natural human instinct to go, I didn't do it, and this is why, and this is why. So you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. But this guy is the hugest narcissist on the planet, so we know he's going to get up there. He gets up there. I watched him all day today, and there is something, obviously, he tried to kill his wife, but something wrong with this man. He's a gigantic narcissist. He, the entire time, blamed everything, the affair, she was cheating on me. She had an affair. I found out about this man. She's, was cheating on me. So they were pushing the idea of the affair, which is a red herring to me. Nobody cares. I'm pretty sure the jury is going to go fuck off and die. She doesn't deserve to be killed because she had whatever this was the most boring affair on the planet. But he gets on the stand with his attorney and basically says, she wasn't doing any of the work. I asked her to go to counseling. We went to counseling, but she was blowing it off. And I looked up online, after someone has an affair, they turn it around on the other person. So then I find out that she's turning it around on me and telling people that we have intimacy issues or I have control issues. So now she's turning it around on me. So what he's doing is he's now making her the villain, short of she has this affair. So he's trying to make her the villain. She does not come off like that. It's not going to work. And then they go on this hike, and he says, dead ass to the jury, straight on, doesn't even blink, she tries to kill him. That she pushed him, and he stopped and stuttered and grabbed her and said, what are you doing? And he said she's yelling at him, which doesn't make sense at all. Then he says she throws herself on the ground, and then when he falls on top of her, she grabs his testicles, holds on to his testicles, grabs the lava rock, and is hitting him with the lava rock. I don't know about you.
Which would be great. I wish I had the forethought to do something.
I'm very,
like
very
that if
sorry.
somebody tried to attack me.
I don't know how many women are that skilled in reaching between some man's thighs, holding onto the testicles like there's no tomorrow, and grabbing a 5 or 10 pound rock and beating a man with it while he's on top of her. It mathematically and logistically doesn't make any sense. And
there's extra pay to get that done.
Right.
Correctly.
So watching him testify, you could tell, or I could tell, because I've watched these a million times, when he was lying, not for the fact that didn't make any sense, and when he was telling the truth. Because when he would lie, he would stumble over the facts. He would and ah and look around and try and come up with what was supposed to be happening. But the true facts were he knew exactly what was happening. And those were kind of benign, like, yes, I live on Maui. Yes, I'm a doctor. Yes, I took her on a hike. Yes, it was her birthday. Yes, I felt like she had an affair. Do you see how quick my answers are, right? We get that really fast, that momentum in your speaking. When he was lying and trying to come up with something, he would stumble, and he was terrible at it. He was a terrible liar. But then he would cry. He would cry. Nobody believes you, dude. But he didn't get cross-examined. That's, I guess, tomorrow. So I'm super, because it took all day today. No, it took all day today. So they gave him.
It's not done yet.
Yeah. So I can't wait for the state of Hawaii to get this man on that stand and go, so what you're telling me is she deserved to die because of this affair that you imagined. I just can't wait for him. They question him about him saying, I tried to kill your mom. And he said, my son misheard what I said. What I said to my son was, your mom said, I'm trying to kill you. Not, I killed you. I tried to kill you. And I was like, no, you're a douchebag. Do not call your son a liar now. Do not call this man, this child, a liar. So it was incredible the amount of garbage that he was spewing to try and like walk back all the shit that he had done to her.
I think
In his home, he had like fanny packs that even one that he had brought on the hike with her, fanny packs full of medical supplies, syringes and medications and intubation like mechanisms, things you should not be having in your home that you don't need in your home.
Did he have an explanation for why he has a syringe?
He said that he would be on call and he would have to leave and go to the hospital.
The hospital has that shit.
What?
Right?
Yeah, right. So, I mean, none of it made sense. It's really good. He definitely better be found guilty. He's going to be. I mean, there's got to be women on this jury thinking to themselves going, okay, so even if I did have an affair, like you said, I still deserve to be killed. I mean, that I thought about, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but I did think the broader picture of what our society is kind of going through right now with women and with immigration, meaning, women just deserve to, they don't have any rights and they just deserve to be got rid of because of what a perceived threat you have or something that we've done. Like, that's kind of a bigger idea is what they're putting across.
Whose lives are important.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. The other side of it is that there's part of me, and granted, I haven't really watched that. I was like, I'm just gonna let Keeley talk about it. But like, if this guy genuinely, and it sounds like he genuinely feels like she cheated on him.
Sure.
Like, what she did.
He can have the feelings. Sure.
Totally, right.
Fine.
Totally crosses a line for him.
Yeah.
Completely crosses a line for him.
Yeah.
But he feels entitled to her in that way.
Right.
And even if she was talking shit about it, of course you don't. She can talk shit about you all day long. And you can Afro man and sue for defamation if you think it's really going to screw things over.
Right.
If that's all happening, you'll get full custody of your kids, man. Like, go for it.
Yep.
But my issue is, and I told you that I really haven't watched anything else. I did watch the Manosphere documentary.
I didn't watch that.
It's
hard to watch.
No, it's.
Okay.
I mean, it's fucking sucks. I really like Louis Theroux, but I don't feel like it was very thorough.
Okay.
No, I really like him. I think he does a good job. I just think that like he takes a couple like specific guys and I think that there's more going on. I think there's more in depth. I think he does a couple like deeper things, but it's a lot of scratching the surface. I don't think for me it's anything groundbreaking.
Okay.
But we are seeing this trend of women not being full human beings to these guys. Like they don't see women as full human beings. They see their mothers as full human beings, but they're more interested in impressing each other.
Yeah.
And it's actually the other men that are so much important. And like, I'm in circles that this concept, this like how toxic the manosphere is and this like red pill pipeline and how gross and scary it is in our society. I didn't realize, like, women have been talking about this forever. I've played video games forever. So I was, playing video games when Gamergate came out. And that was like a huge deal. And I feel like that hit and then Me Too hit, and
Yeah.
like, so this
Yeah.
is, it's not new concepts to me, but I think because of the people I surround myself with, the men that I surround myself with, I don't I didn't realize how far reaching it was. So they're following these guys around, and there are guys, put together guys, young guys from other countries knowing who these guys are
Hmm.
as they're walking around a city, like they're noticing them on the streets.
Yeah.
There's kids of all ages that know these guys that
Yeah.
are screaming the insane shit that they're saying.
Yeah.
And I think in general, it's this, like, we've trained, not trained, but like,
Accepted? I don't
yeah,
know.
we've accepted that, like, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and we're two different things, and we're two different species. And in our society, we've forced this divide that
Yeah.
just really through TV shows, like fucking
Sure.
Married with Children,
Sure.
where like he hates his bimbo wife.
Sure.
Oh, bimbo is the word of the day, by the way. He's and like she's like, oh, he doesn't do anything, and rah, rah. And like there's all of this, like, we're supposed to be in this partnership, but we're also supposed to have these very clearly defined roles, and we need to fit into them. And also, women need to be available to men. I mean, just like rom coms, this is like a very wide thing, but like it comes so specifically in this scenario with this murder for me because he feels like it's acceptable to him. It is acceptable for him to do what he wants with her.
Right. I
With her
mean,
body,
she
with her
tried
life.
to explain that leaning up to it, right? Saying our intimacy relationship was this. This is what it was. He demanded it. I couldn't not say no. I always had to be in the mood. I always, wherever we were, we didn't have to be at home in our bedroom. Like, that's what it was.
Ugh.
So he had this sense for their relationship all the time. So it makes common sense that this would be his next step, right? When she wronged him in some way, um, in his mind. But
Yuck. Yuck. Yuck.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be too many more days of this trial. Um, but the jury has a lot of evidence to go over. They could come back in an hour, it could be a week, we don't know, but hopefully they do the right thing and everybody knows this man is guilty. Um, he was very happy with himself explaining, um, you know, how in control he was, I guess,
So
if he
he's
could say
saying
that.
that it was, oh, in control of their relationship or in that
Correct.
moment?
Oh,
'Cause-
in control of their relationship, yeah.
oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Um, he kind of messed up in my mind because of what I do, and my job is to listen.
Mhm.
um so he was explaining because his attorney asked, well, why did it take you 6 hours? Where were you for 6 hours? What did you do for 6 hours? Basically going, if you believed it was all in defense, she attacked you and you did nothing wrong to her, or you hit her in defense to get her off of you,
Mhm.
why did you not immediately call the police? Why? If you
Yeah.
were in your right in defending yourself, you are going to be the person that goes, this is what I did because I'm defending myself. I shot this man dead in my doorway because he kicked in my door or whatever. I'm going to call
Yeah.
the police and tell them that. So his attorney said, why, what'd you do for 6 hours? And he said, well, I was going to go kill myself and I called my son. And then I just sat down and contemplated life and thought about things. And then I fell asleep. No, but nobody believes that you fell asleep. Anyway, then he said, I woke up and I thought it had only been 20 minutes or 30 minutes and it had been 6 hours. So then I walked down, and when I saw the police, I turned myself in. That was his exact words. this is where he screwed up in my mind.
Because
As
we had
what
body cam.
Right. He did not turn himself in. They attacked him. These giant Samoans attacked him. Anyway, because he ran away. So he said what he messed up on was, I turned myself in. If you believed that you did nothing wrong, what are you turning yourself in for, sir? So I hope somebody caught that on the jury or wrote it down, because he messed up in his lie. He should have said, I tried to find the police to tell them, she was hurt. I wondered where she was, or because I had done nothing wrong. Nope. He said, I turned myself in. If you did nothing wrong, what are you turning yourself in for? I don't walk to the police station and turn myself in randomly, sir, when I have done nothing wrong. So, anyway, that part happened. But I don't think that they have very many more witnesses for him other than his cross-examination, which will take another day, but I can't wait for.
That's going to be wild then.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good one.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Enjoy. Did you want to talk about bimbos, or do you want to skip that for next week?
Oh, no. I was just, see, because like my shirt's like a little low cut today, and I
But
can't
your
stop.
microphone is covering it up better today than last week.
I know. That wasn't even
last
on
week we
purpose.
had full cleavage.
Full boobies. I love boobs. No, I have been really fascinated by the Kristi Noem's husband being outed.
Yes.
And what I think I told you is that I am not MAGA. We're not.
We are not.
We are not.
Correct.
Not Republicans.
Correct.
There are some Republicans that we know and love and tolerate. But those are not the circles that I run in. So I don't know what they're seeing with this story. But I know that it's everywhere in my feed. And I can also tell you that it being everywhere in my feed, everyone's reaction to it is, don't really care. Like, if that's what he wants to do, go for it. Like, no one's here to be like kink shaming. If everyone's consenting adults, do whatever you want to do. You want to put on big old fake boobies.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yes.
Fucking go for it. I'm not going to participate, but actually, I kind of want someone to explain it to me.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a little lesson.
So what are you doing?
Right.
Apparently there's a place called like the Woodshed in Orlando that has stuff like that there.
Okay.
And like Bond. I just learned about it today.
Right.
Because we went to breakfast with friends. But there's like a place that does like, or I don't know if it even still exists, but it was like a swingers bar and like dominatrixes set up stuff there and people get tied up.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Well, here's
those things exist, but I'm very vanilla.
And here's the thing. So like you said, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
But
on our side.
Right, on our side. And that's what we've been trying to say. Just let people be people. Let them do in their bedroom or their homes whatever they need to do, as long as they're not injuring, murdering, harming another person or an animal, right?
Everyone
Nobody
says,
cares.
yeah, I'm into it.
Right.
No one's saying your safe word.
Right.
Great.
Right.
Great. Yeah.
I live in Idaho. Yesterday, they passed this ridiculous
fucking shit
bathroom law that is absolutely stupid and terrible. But, MAGA hates all of these things because for some reason, in my opinion, they perceive it as it affecting their lives somehow. How does it affect your life? If you don't know about it, if nobody is being harmed, why do we care that Kristi Noem's husband wants to put on a pair of fake jugs and be talked to like he's a bimbo or whatever? Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? It doesn't affect me. I go to work. I go to Starbucks. I come home and do this. I don't care. Do you, boo? But they are so worried that people will find out this stuff
Yeah.
because they're so hard against it. It doesn't, this is what I don't understand. Race and culture and religion and sexuality. It doesn't matter to me. Why does it affect my personal life and my family? It does not.
Mm-mm.
I do love that this has happened.
It is fun. It is fun.
Super
It's like
fun.
because you are the ones that are telling us that
Right.
we're disgusting and we're all doing this.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
No,
No,
we're
fucking
not.
I'm
And
not.
even if we are, we don't care.
Even
Like,
if I
who cares?
was,
Who cares?
I don't care. You guys are the ones that care. So I'm so curious what it is on the other side of that.
I know.
Side note. Dad and Des, it wasn't last weekend? No, it was the weekend before last weekend.
For your birthday?
Dad and Des came down for my birthday.
Yeah.
And I was showing them the shed. I'm in a shed that Matt has like built out and drywalled and insulated and put kind of molding up at the top over there. It's cute. But they hadn't seen it since it's constantly evolving. Matt's getting new stuff and
Yeah.
Matt does, it's a lot. It's maximalism on steroids, but it's very cool. But they came in and I wasn't like thinking about it.
Okay.
And I have the painting that I did back in the day.
Oh,
it's
shit.
up in here.
Oh,
Here,
nice.
I'll just show everybody. And my dad was like, "Oh yeah, look," and he's got naked lady paintings. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I did that." And I was like,
that.
"You did that?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's of me."
Thank you.
So here, let's see.
Man, she's turning the camera and showing everybody. There we go. Yep. It's so beautiful. Look at you. It's basically a Titanic situation, right?
Yeah.
Of Jack painting Rose. That's what it is, really.
It's really good.
Super good.
Actually, I think it is. Hold on. Una más. No, 1 second.
Now she's getting up and going to retrieve it off of the wall. And
but yeah, yeah.
Well, I like it.
I forgot that I had painted this.
There it is in all her glory. Look how beautiful she is.
It's my nude self-portrait. This is exactly what I look like naked. And
yes, baby.
So I had to explain that. No, I didn't have to. That's the problem, is that in our family, and this is how we're gonna circle back and sum this all up really well. In my family, we really enjoy that discomfort. And do you know what's the first thing I thought when I read about this story this morning? The bimbofication of Christine Ohm's husband, who I can't remember his first name. Which
nobody cares.
Wants to be a bimbo. That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Grandma Darlene would have fucking loved this.
Oh my gosh, yes. She
would have loved this so much.
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
So great.
I'm sorry she's missing this.
So great.
It's over. Oh. Yeah. A lot of politics today.
I know. We never do this. That's so weird. Oh, well.
Yeah. The Boise thing. The reason I knew about the Boise thing was because I was getting TikToks pushed to me from the mayor of Boise.
Yeah.
And she's like, this fucking sucks. And, and Boise's like the left-leaning hub, the blue hub in the very red state of Idaho.
I was going to say our state is blood red. Yes.
But Boise is fairly.
Right.
I mean, we were in the North End over Thanksgiving. Pride flags in every window. So, oh my gosh, where are we?
Yeah. Right. Look at you
like
go.
There's 2 blocks of the LGBTQ community.
I know.
But anyway, yeah. All right, what else? I don't even know how to move on.
I don't know how to segue into Real Housewives. How do we segue into that? I don't know. There's not a good segue. We're not doing well at segue.
We're going to just stumble into it.
Right.
Now. But
We're just talking one episode right now, not like last
Yeah,
week.
I wanted to go back, see, but here I'm already ruining it. I
Uh-oh.
started the wrong episode, and I was like,
Oh.
I thought they were in Italy because I was really tired. It's like, I thought they were in Italy, and it was
God.
from the episode before they go to Italy, and Rachel Zoe's son came back from his trip, and he brought her, I'm going to say it wrong, Hermes,
Oh, yeah.
Hermes
Yeah.
bracelet,
Yes.
which, like, what a sweet, thoughtful gift that he picked that out for her, and she clearly loved it, but also, like, God, the kind of money that you'd have that your son is just like, thanks for sending me to camp. Here's a $500 bracelet.
Oh,
Or whatever
God.
it is.
Or whatever, right.
I thought that was funny. And then they were showing the other beginning. And once I figured out what was going on, it was Sutton. And it was just, I had this moment where I was like, I fucking love Sutton. Because it was her trying to figure out her like smart TV.
Oh, right.
So she could eat and share with, and she was like talking to her dogs, who her dogs are very cute. I'm never going to have a dog again, but her dogs are very cute.
Yeah.
And she's like, please don't go eat cat food. And she's talking about her house. It's her in her house. She's trying to watch TV and eat ice cream. She's got 2 dogs and 4 cats.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, am I Sutton? Like, I'm Sutton, but I also have Matt.
Yeah.
Because my, like, as good as, like, this is great. Like, she's living my dream.
Yeah.
Big, beautiful house. $300,000 a month coming in from just cause. And that's not true. I don't believe that's Sutton. But I was just like, Sutton, you're living the life. Good for Sutton. Like, I found her very charming. I think that previous seasons, I think where the disconnect for me was with her is I think I was watching her try to be someone else.
I agree.
And most of this season, I think she's slowly, because she doesn't feel like she fits in. And she's talked about that.
Yeah.
I think she's slowly figuring out who she is within this group.
Yeah.
But then, everyone, the second they start therapy for the first time, the second that they start going like, I'm going to find my sparkle, I'm going to find my voice. Remember when Dorit was like, I found my voice?
Yes.
And you're like, shut the fuck up, Dorit.
Yes.
Love Dorit. I love all these women, except for Amanda. But we'll get to that. But I feel like Sutton's still like, she's overcorrecting. She's like, I think I know who I am. And I want that to be Kyle. And you're like, no.
Oh, I know.
Damn it, Sutton.
Yeah, she has these wonderful sparks, like the manifestation spark where she looked at Amanda and said, you cannot be a wimp and take everything so personally. Or the other part when they're in Italy and she looks at Amanda and goes, or no, who was it? Somebody said Amanda was sulky all the time. I thought it was Sultan. It wasn't Sutton. Anyway, I think it was Dorit saying Amanda was sulky all the time. But she has these beautiful sparks and then she backtracks. And that's why I have a hard time with her, where I'm like, Sutton, you were doing so good. Just stand, 10 toes down and it's beautiful. And then we backtrack for Kyle. No.
And when she's in a good place, here's, I think, why you and I are getting so frustrated with the housewives. Because it used to be by the end of the season, they all get together for the last party or whatever. And they all get together and they clink their glasses and they're like, you fucking bitch, I love you. And then they hug and you're like, but now every season is like, and we have to end on some crazy drama. And I think as a viewer, when we keep ending on that crazy drama and we keep upping the ante, it makes less and less sense for these women to be together at all.
Yes. Yes.
Why are you all traveling together? It makes no fucking sense. Erika is half the trip going like, this sucks and I hate being with these people. And you can just tell.
Yeah.
And then it's like, come on.
But why are we talking about things that happened 10 episodes ago too?
Still.
That bugs me too.
Mm-hmm.
We used to be able to get over it. Like I think we've talked about before. We have a couple episodes. We get over it. Everybody talks. Something happens. And then we're done. And then whatever else happens next. Mm-hmm. This time, again, second year in a row where the end of the season is what they're still talking about, what happened in the beginning and why people are mad.
Yeah. There's no moving forward.
Yeah.
You have sent me many little clips about how you're fucking done with Kyle. You're like, get her off the show.
Yep.
Would you prefer they brought Lisa back and got rid of Kyle?
Yes.
Okay.
I would prefer they got rid of Kyle and nobody came back. I would love that. Sure. Kyle needs to go.
Yeah. It's the same problem that we have with Sheena Shea.
Yep.
She's self-producing so fucking hard.
Yes.
That it's getting in the way of the actual stories.
Yes, we are Heather Gaying the shit out of this. No.
Yes.
Stop. I can't Kyle and Heather Gay. I can't in the same year. My head explodes. Like,
I want to.
It's too much.
I used to love Kyle. I used to think that Kyle was like my favorite person. I still love Heather Gay. Heather Gay was my favorite person. But like at this point now, you are not. You're actually hindering the show. You're hindering relationships with these women. You are a roadblock.
Yes.
And it sucks.
And I don't know how many times I wrote it down. Well, I guess when we get to it. But Kyle was gaslighting the shit out of Dorit several times.
Everybody.
And it's not okay.
Everyone.
Yeah.
She's like, and yeah. Yeah. You're 100% right. I do want to jump back to Sutton because they start this episode with Sutton and Amanda.
Yes.
And Sutton, this is where I was like, the episode before, I was like, double team Sutton. I was like, look at Sutton trying.
Yes.
Look at Sutton like trying to do the roast. She's rooming with Amanda to try and like make better with Amanda. And then by the end of the episode, it's her and Kyle being like, I would have been so upset if I were you, Amanda. And then the first thing Sutton does is go,
guess what?
They were talking about you in the car and they were using Chatgpt to look you up. Chatgpt and all of these AI algorithms. It's helpful sometimes. However, it is using all of the information that it has to give you a very specific answer. So here's a genuine thing that like for my company, for the company that I work for, we were asking questions to see where my company would rank against our competitors in these things. And like, would we be recommended if we asked these things? If I asked them on my phone versus if my boss is asking on her phone versus if you ask it on a work computer, we are getting slightly different answers every time because of what it has in the cookies and the caches. I'm not a tech girl. I work for an app, but I do not understand how any of it works. But it's pulling from other things that you have searched in the past. So when Bose is in the Sprinter van or whatever it was, and she is looking up Amanda, and you're getting all of this negative shit about Amanda, it's because Alexa or Siri has been listening to her talk shit about Amanda, and they're like, yeah, she's awful. I hate her. Like, I don't know how this actually works, but we all go like, why am I getting an ad for this all of a sudden? It's because we were just talking about it, but I haven't typed it in, but now I'm getting an ad for the neem oil that I need for the plants. It's weird shit like that. And I think, so Amanda being like, well, what did they must have been looking at bad things about me. No, they just don't like you, and technology picks up on that.
Yeah.
If AI can pretend to be a therapist and make people fall in love with it, AI can pick up on the fact that nobody likes Amanda.
And it was a good little scene that we all needed. We all needed them talking shit right behind her back. Erika's doing it. Bose is doing it. It was funny.
And here's the deal, but I don't think any of those women know how that's going to read, right? None of those women know. Sure. And it's a little shitty, right? It's a little shitty that Bose is doing it. And then Bose is like, well, I'm also doing it. And then we'll get into that with Amanda in a second. But then you have Sutton in the back being like, guys, let's not. She's triggered because of her business and that kind of thing. She's also like, I don't want to look like I'm part of this, and I don't want to talk about our business. Like, we should be talking about our people as people, whatever. And Bose and Erika turn around. They do
Mm-hmm.
like a words, but they do like a replay of it. And
Yeah.
Amanda and Bose at the same, not Amanda, Erika and Bose at the same time, like flip around her, like, rah, 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 rah. And
Yeah.
Sutton's like,
Yep.
I felt bad for Sutton in that moment. And I was like, that wasn't like Erika needs to shut up. But I think everyone had been drinking also. And Bose, I think, is like, Bose doesn't need to punch down, right? Like, this is her whole show is this, but like, Bose is like up here.
Yeah.
Bose is like untouchable. And I think
Yeah.
Kyle's like, everyone's blowing smoke up Bose's ass. It's like, yeah, because she's a fucking queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's 1,000,000 feet tall. She's fucking beautiful. She's had a corporate career that anybody of any
Mm-hmm.
demographic like dreams of, and she's done it as a Black woman. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she's fucking amazing. And so, yeah, I don't think she needs to tear apart Amanda's business. I think, I don't know, you want somebody else? Do it. I'll
I
redo it tomorrow.
liked it because I like watching someone stand up to Kyle and Amanda. I'm
Yeah.
tired of this, backing Kyle or backing down to Kyle, or Kyle is the center diamond. Everybody's right around behind
Sure.
Kyle. I'm tired of that.
Mhm.
And I don't give a shit that Bose doesn't, quote unquote, need to do it because she's a queen. I like watching it. And I
I
like
think,
watching that she stood up and stood down and was like,
yeah,
I'm going to just do this and I'll tell her about it. I don't fucking care.
yeah.
Someone in that room needs to do these
I
things.
think I need it to be I think I need it to be Erika. And then I would need Bose to chime in being like, well, with my corporate background, I would say blah, 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 and give her insight. But it's just like, it's like watching David and Goliath, but like Goliath is definitely going to win.
I don't I don't know. I don't think it's fair to say Erica is messy and not as great, so she can do it and Bose shouldn't do it because Bose is better. Like I don't
Yeah,
agree with that
okay.
summation, I guess. I mean,
I just, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. But I think the part that bothered me extra was that Sutton started crying.
oh my Lord, I
And she's
know.
like, I could have done more. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
Sutton, you could not have done more. If anyone watches that again, and Amanda doesn't really care one way or the other,
And
but Sutton
God.
could not have done more.
Yeah. No. Oh God, no. No,
Sutton,
no.
don't hold any of that. Although it was also just kind of like, come on, like we now need to go. I felt like it was like, for lack of a better word, I think it felt like tattling to me.
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Sutton also
Yeah.
said that Amanda doesn't have a mean bone in her body. Hard disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think that, and then she said, what was it else that Sutton said that I really didn't
Well, she
agree
just
with?
talked about how Amanda talks about her business all the time. That's all
Right.
she talks about over
And
and
I
over
believe
and
that.
over. Yeah. And that would get annoying to me. I would have to look at you and go, I can't be friends with you
Yeah.
if this is what we're going to be. If this is how this relationship is going to be, I am not the person for you to do that with. So I'm going to go unless you want to actually show me that you're a person and not a
Yeah.
business.
Well,
So,
then if we skip ahead to when Amanda does decide to address it at
right.
the great stomping.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
Amanda just starts throwing out stats, and Bose is like, talk to me like a human fucking being.
Yep.
Tell me the human story of this.
Yep.
This is not an investor meeting. And she's
Mm-hmm.
like, less than 3% ask for refunds. Okay. She's like, that's amazing in my industry. That's incredible. It's unheard of. And no one cares about 3%. Like, don't tell us the stats. Everyone still doesn't understand what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so Bose had like looked up her stuff on chat,
Yep.
and then she compared it to Amanda. And then later on in confessionals, Amanda does the same thing. She's like, oh my God, like she'd never seen it before. And she's like,
Yeah.
I can't believe this. It's everything that she said about me that they're saying about her. And I was like,
Yeah, no. No.
And here's the thing. I think all of those things are bullshit. I think any one of those, like, come to my seminar and I'm going to
Oh,
teach
yeah.
you X, Y, Z.
Oh, God, yeah. Yes.
I mean, I've gone to a bunch of
Correct.
trade
Yes.
shows for like
Yes.
restaurant stuff.
Yeah.
And all of the ones that I've seen, like, they're just like, and then buy the next step and buy, it's like Scientology. Like,
Yes.
you know, like, oh God, the Scientologists are going to come after us now. But like, all of those things, it's just buying the next thing and getting in deeper and leveling up within the organization or within the idea. And it's just, I don't believe any of it. But you know what? It feels good. And if somebody wants to go participate in that and get motivation from it and maybe get a little bit more of an understanding of some concept, great. But like, neither of them are giving like concrete whatevers.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, we're not
Nobody
watching them.
cares.
This is too Business Insider. I don't want to get that
Yeah.
into the minutia with this bullshit. And
Yeah.
I think that that's what is lost on Amanda Francis. And the other thing, earlier I talked about my bubble and who I'm surrounding myself with. Amanda is sharing.
Oh my God.
And you can see in her face how genuine she's being in this moment. That she doesn't understand what's going on because the people, her friends, all love her courses, all love her, all think that she's interesting and have found her so incredibly helpful. And she doesn't understand, like, people who don't know who she is. Like, this doesn't make sense. And my jaw hit the floor. And then our queen, Rachel Zoe, says, I walk into rooms every day that people don't know who I am. Rachel fucking Zoe. And Amanda Francis, who
Nobody knows. No, I don't.
we didn't know who she was.
Nobody knew who she was. Jennifer Tilley had to Google her.
Unless you're in her bubble, you don't know who she is. And to expect that kind of fucking reverence where people are throwing money at you in this bubble from everyone is cuckoo bananas to me.
Yeah. No, agree. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
That moment.
She just, yeah.
She said it out loud and she didn't fucking hear herself. That was the part to me that I was like, ugh, ugh,
yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
That was the most, that is the reason that if you had to distill it all down to one moment, why does she suck so fucking hard?
Yep.
It's because she drinks her own fucking Kool-Aid and she doesn't understand that no one else likes grief.
Yep. Right. Right.
Amanda Francis is grief.
Right.
I'm sorry if you like grape Kool-Aid. I don't.
My favorite part, and I swear we're going to use this for our title of this episode, is Bose in her confessional says Amanda thinks she's the Beyonce of business because everybody knows who Beyonce is.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Amanda does think she's the Beyonce of business. No, Amanda, you're not. You're not.
No.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
upsetting. So upsetting. So we'll just talk about other cute things that also happened. I did like the grape stomping. I liked that they went and did it. I was terrified the entire time because Matt and I both love the meme, and it's not good. It's the dark part of us. We shouldn't have raised. I literally won't let my kids watch America's Funniest Home Videos anymore because I was like watching them like lose their empathy for other people. But like, there's that video of like the newscasters and they're stomping grapes, and one of them falls, and you see the other one still stomping, and then she's like, "Oh my God!" And then you just hear, because she's mic'd, the one that fell, and she's like, and it's awful. It's so bad. And all I could think was like, especially when you've got Bose and teeny tiny Rachel Zoe there.
Right.
Rachel Zoe was not, this was the only part that I was like, Rachel Zoe. Just get it. This is fun. This is good times. And she's like, I don't want to take off my shoes. I don't want this to stain my dress. I don't like squishy things. I like to drink grapes. I don't like to squish them. I think it was fun. And Jennifer Tilley, what just an absolute treat. What a gift for all of us. She was like, oh, now I can put that on my CV as my special skills.
So cute.
She's so funny. And
I
then
love her.
her doing her thirst traps.
Oh my gosh.
Like, now I'll do it when I'm splashing. Oh.
Yeah.
I just adore her.
And who was taking the picture? Was it that Stefano guy? Who was No, maybe it wasn't, but I swear it was somebody.
No, it was somebody that worked
for the villa. I know.
I mean, unless it was someone from her glam team. Maybe it was someone from her glam
Maybe somebody from her glam that we didn't know, but I swear to God, it was that.
She's like, Italian water is so much more refreshing.
Oh, God. I love her so much. So good.
Jennifer Tilley.
Oh.
I just really enjoy her. The other thing that I do want to talk about. Okay, so then now let's move over back into Kyle bullshit.
Yeah.
So the night before last episode, Kyle is like screaming at friend of Natalie. Still, do we know whose friend she is? I already don't know. This episode, I didn't go back. I'm not doing enough research for this pod. We're just talking about a lot of things that I only kind of understand it now. Just need to hear myself. So, still don't know who Natalie's a friend of, but it's Kyle fucking going after Natalie, saying that she was lying. Natalie never lied.
No, she didn't.
When she first asked Natalie, she was like, did you hear her say that? And Natalie laughed and said, yeah, I did. And Natalie was like, it was a joke. She did say it. She said something about like the Pinocchio mask and yeah, I managed to have it. That's the joke. And that was like the whole thing.
Yep.
And then Kyle's pushing this narrative. We're just watching Kyle push this narrative to fucking everyone.
Yeah.
And Amanda, but Amanda, I think, was genuinely hurt. But if Amanda, we said this last time, she just turned and then like, excuse me? Why?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
And then Bose is not going to really apologize. Bose 100% said it. It was an offhand joke.
Yeah.
But I think in the moment, if she'd addressed it, Bose would have been like, that was kind of shitty. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
I maybe that was shitty. I don't want you to be sad. Like, I think that it could have been fine. But she didn't address it. And then they're all talking about it. And Kyle is doing this thing where she's really trying to rally the troops.
Oh,
she
hard.
snaps at Kathy in the van. She's like, Kathy, if someone had said that about you, you would be upset. And then the next morning, and she'd like called Natalie a liar, and Natalie never changed her story. She's just not giving like the play-by-play. Well, what exactly did she say? And no one's like totally clear on exactly what was said.
Yeah.
So then it's definitely, I mean, like we know. Kyle doesn't fucking know, but Kyle's trying to get everyone to ride hard for this.
And it has nothing to do with Kyle. Nothing
it's very
to
Heather
do with
Gay.
her. He is very Heather Gay.
It's self-producing. It's Sheena shit. He needs to chill out. So when the next morning, Erika comes out. Is Erika hungover? Is that what
I don't know what Erika's deal was.
But
maybe she was hungover. Yeah, they did say that because Kyle said she went to bed at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And yeah, so maybe they were. It could
I
be.
guess. I mean, Kyle isn't drinking.
Yeah.
So why is she up at 5 a.m.?
I don't know.
But they're having coffees and then they're bitching about
talking shit about Dorit behind her back as usual.
Dorit.
And then Kathy comes in.
And this is my favorite.
I know. I know what you're going to say.
When she said, men don't like late women.
Yeah.
And she's like, Zsa Zsa Gabor. That's why he left her.
Can I tell you?
Was it Conrad Hilton? Is that her husband?
No, that's her husband's dad. Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah. I want to tell you, since we're talking about, men don't like women who are late, we got a comment on YouTube. A viewer said, I didn't know, quote unquote, time blindness, quote, was still a thing. And I've never heard it put like that before. Time blindness. Yeah. When you're late all the time.
Okay, I don't do any.
That means you're late. You're a late person. That's time blindness.
Time blindness is ADHD.
Has to be.
Thing. It's part of like when you're diagnosed, like, is that one of the symptoms of it? It's like, yeah, I lose track of time very easily.
Unbelievable.
Time means very little to
Anyway,
me.
so Kathy, yes, men don't like late women.
I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm coming after you.
And
I'm
then
just kidding.
Kathy says, well, liar is a very strong word. Because Erika tells Kyle, you did call Natalie a liar. And she goes, well, if the shoe fits. And Kathy says, liar is a very strong word, Kyle.
And I think so did Erika. They think.
And then Kyle is like, who are you going to believe? Your
She's
sister?
Like, I'm your sister. I'm your sister, Kathy. Okay. And Kathy's like, all right, then I believe you. I'm going to go into town for an hour because that's what I like to do.
What?
Yes, Kathy.
Again,
go,
queen.
Get away from me. God.
Oh, no.
Back to the Amanda being called Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Nicole had a line that I really liked as well, where they were like, so Nicole, how are you doing? They're at we're skipping around, guys. We're not going to do it. We're just going to talk about the parts we like. So they're doing the grape stomping thing, and Nicole, they're like, how are you doing? Like, because she was screamed at that she was a liar.
Natalie, like, yes. Yeah.
Did I say Nicole? I
you
wrote
did.
Nicole.
Oh my gosh, it's Natalie. I'm like, who is Nicole? No, it's Natalie. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Nicole.
I wrote it down.
I don't even know who she is. My favorite.
I know that she got a happy ending, but I don't know her first name.
Yes.
But she said that she felt like she was in a tennis match against someone who is more skilled than me. And yeah, it was like, that was a lot of energy
for
that
nothing.
Kyle's just throwing at her. That it's the producing. It's her trying to create something.
Yeah.
And why are we creating all of this?
Yeah, it's so true.
It could have been a 2-second conversation between Bose and Amanda.
Yep.
And instead, they're like building it. And I think Sutton is also checking in. I think
I didn't like that either.
I want to give Sutton the benefit of the doubt. And I think this is part of what Bose was making a point about, where if you are truly going to be friends, you need to assume good intentions with people, and everyone's assuming bad intentions, which means that we're not really trying to be friends. And I think Sutton's intentions are like, I'm going to stand up for Amanda because I'm seeing things that are reminding me of what happened to me. So I want to make sure that someone's in her corner. I think that's Sutton's motivation.
But I don't agree with what she said, how she told Natalie, you didn't have a secure answer. Natalie did have a secure answer.
Because Kyle's been telling everyone that Natalie is a liar.
Lying.
And so
they're questioning,
rewatched it and was like, is Natalie a liar? What did Natalie lie about? Natalie didn't fucking lie about anything.
She didn't. I watched it twice.
Yeah.
You watched it twice. She didn't lie. But I didn't like Sutton saying that. And then she says nobody thought Bose was a liar. I didn't like that. You don't need to do that, Sutton. I'm sorry. Are you trying to win brownie points with?
Is it that Bose has come in and she isn't? Let's be honest. I'm not questioning Bose, and it's Sutton's right. Bose comes in. She's a powerhouse.
Yes.
And people aren't questioning her, and people are just kind of like going, yes, okay.
But they're not questioning her because she has answers, because they make sense, right?
Mm-hmm. She's a commanding presence.
Right. It is not difficult.
She's also authentic and confident.
Right.
Amanda has a shit ton of confidence that is not authentic.
No.
Bose has a shitload of confidence. And it comes from a very real place.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, you wouldn't have the stats of your refunds memorized to have in a social conversation.
Right.
If you're confident.
Right. And she even says that. Bose says the baseline of her defense mechanism is that she's insecure. If she was secure, she could defend it without getting angry or frustrated. And that's so true. That's so true, because she's always on the offense. Always.
Yeah.
She's never trying to learn or trying to say, well, what do you need? What do you mean by that? What do you need from me? How can I help you? No, it's none of that.
Mm-mm.
So,
And she always goes, and then when people say, this is what we want, because Bosie
right.
basically lays out
Yeah.
exactly what she needs.
Yeah.
And why it isn't hitting for her.
Yeah.
Which Bosie's like in marketing.
100%.
So Bose is exactly who you should be listening to, which is other needed
Right.
things. And Amanda goes, absolutely, and I will, or I have. But then she doesn't.
Then she doesn't. Exactly.
And she veers
Exactly.
right back into,
Right.
let's pretend that you guys all need to hear my elevator pitch.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
I'm just done. And now just the biggest bummer of the
right.
show is this Erika, Kyle, Dorit shit.
Right.
Unfortunately, Dorit is late again.
Right.
And then they go into town, they're going to have gelato.
Gelato gate. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're not, they don't, she's like, well, what are we doing in this town? And it's like, we're getting gelato and we're walking around. And the town is like,
sightseeing. Yeah. There's nothing
there's
there. There's
going on.
nobody
It's
there.
a beautiful town.
Right. But there's
But it's not like,
nobody there. And so
and
Dorit
Erika's
knows
trying. She's
something's
like,
up. Yep.
look at the view. This town
Yep.
was built 600 years
Yep.
ago. Like, they're trying to make it into a thing, but it's literally just a pretty backdrop for this shit conversation that they want to have.
And you can't have a conversation with a person like Kyle because when I watched it twice, Dorit was calm. She was very even. And anytime she responded to Kyle, and it didn't matter what her response was, Kyle escalated and yelled at her. Yelled at her. Why is Kyle yelling? No one's yelling. And Kyle is yelling at her. I don't understand
Kyle
that.
doesn't want to be questioned.
Right.
Kyle wants to be producing the show and steering the ship. And Dorit's like, you're not in charge of the ship.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck
Do you
are
want to
doing?
talk about you and I? Let's just talk about you and I, right?
Yeah. And I think that was really, because all that Kyle kept saying, and this comes up at the dinner, all Kyle keeps saying is, well, everyone feels this way.
Yes.
Everyone said, I've been talking to so-and-so. And it's like, Kyle, all you're doing is showing your cards. You've talked shit about Dorit to this person, this person. And did they agree that Dorit is late and it's annoying?
Sure.
Did someone go, oh yeah, it did seem like she spent a lot of money. She got a new Birkin.
Mm-hmm.
That is, that's stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
They're seeing it. And I think that Rachel Zoe, when they all, they have a bad conversation. Nothing goes well in the little town. And then Dorit fucking leaves them. She gets back in the van and she's like, take me back in Italian. And she tells them to go quickly. And then she strands Kyle and Erika. Luckily, Kyle and Erika can get it figured out. But they're shocked that she.
But they didn't. Did you see that? I didn't send you that video. She didn't strand them. There were 2 black cars there, 2 Escalades. Mm-hmm. There was 2. And Dorit took 1.
Well,
and
the other
they
ones
showed
were
it.
The crew. And Kyle
and so they are
Erika
not stranded. But, Kyle is producing, again, trying to get people on her side. Look how terrible Dorit is. Look what she did to us. And it's not real. Everybody on social media is like, it's not real. It's in this frame right here. This is the frame where there are 2 cars. So
I remember seeing them, and now I'm putting 2 and 2. Yeah, no, I think you're 100% right. They weren't stranded. They weren't going to be stranded.
No.
Hey, Kyle, the cameras.
Right.
The cameras.
Don't lie. Exactly.
So it's I think another case of Kyle self-producing, which sucks. And then they all get back and they have this table discussion where I think the timing was they all just kind of got back, and so everyone sits down at the table to chit chat and
just talk shit about Dorit again.
And then it turned into Kyle trying to kind of rally everyone around. Dorit is so mean to us and she's not listening and I just care, and
she made us wait in the car while she looked through her purse and we didn't understand what was going on. Okay.
I do really wish they had timestamped that.
I know. But who cares, Kyle? The fact is
Like,
that
go ahead.
Kyle
Leave her.
doesn't like Dorit. She doesn't
No.
like her. She
Yeah.
will not admit that out loud. And the only reason they were friends to begin with is because their husbands are friends. And when they all got divorced, the husbands chose each other like men do, and the women are left to fend for themselves. They figured out they don't want to be friends because Kyle basically backstabbed Dorit. Do you remember that a couple of years ago when Kyle was on that live Amazon feed where people were asking her about her vacation with Dorit and their friendship? And Kyle says, Dorit and I aren't friends. We're not friends.
Okay.
This whole
I had stopped watching for a couple of years.
This whole consternation between the two of them is that exact moment when Dorit was completely blindsided by Kyle because Kyle went on live and said, we're not friends. And Dorit's understanding of their friendship was not that. She thought they were friends. They had gone on vacation. They had gone on trips together. And Kyle said, we are not friends. She and I are not friends. And Dorit has been devastated ever since then. And Kyle will not fess up and say, I don't like you and I don't want to be your friend. That's what
But
this
then
whole thing is.
she's projecting that whole fucking thing on Dorit. She's
Everybody
like, Dorit
else.
doesn't like me.
Yep.
And Dorit feels betrayed by you.
Yes.
And Dorit is like, I feel, okay, I didn't actually know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching Kyle be like, Dorit doesn't like me. Dorit doesn't like me. And Dorit's saying, yeah, I don't trust you.
Right.
I want to get to a good place. And Kyle's like, I need an apology. They're both going, where's my apology?
Yep.
And I had actually a conversation with our friends today. I had an old boss where we had like a massive falling out. We'd been really good friends and then we had a big falling out.
Yeah.
And then like a couple years later, we had met up for brunch. And I was like, I had been very close to this woman. So I thought that we were going to be
A friendly
mend that
lunch?
bridge.
Okay.
Yeah. We were at a first watch. Like I thought we were, and like she brought her grandson and I brought my boys I was pregnant and I was like working for her and I got to bring my kids to work for a while when they were tiny babies. She watched my kids for me. I went to her son's wedding. I thought we were going to be very close. I hope she's listening. What's up, Kim? When we got together, I was like, this is going to be like that moment because I was so close with her. So our falling out was really awful for me. And so when we get back together and we're chatting and catching up, and then I was like, hey, I am so sorry for my part in this. Like, I did this, this sucked.
Yeah.
I did talk behind your back. I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't have done that. And that puts you in a shit position. And I know that you're sensitive about that. I shouldn't have done that. And I should have come straight to you. This really hurt me.
Yeah.
But like, this is what I'm sorry for. And she was like, I accept your apology.
Oh, fuck. Oops.
And then I walked out of that
You're like,
breakfast
wait a
going,
minute. That's not how that's supposed to
like,
go. Oops.
I am totally comfortable owning my shit.
Yeah.
I left that, I at least feel clean. Because like, I'm like, you know what? I know that I owned what I did wrong.
Yeah.
And I do regret it. And if I could have handled it differently, I would have.
Yeah.
If you don't have that feeling as well, if you can't take any of the onus, we can't fucking move forward.
Yeah.
We're not going to move forward, which sucks, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And we didn't. And the thing is that it was a great relationship before everything went sour. Maybe with Kyle and Dorit, like there were parts of that friendship that were so fun to watch.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember when Dorit cooked this like really incredible rice dish and had Kyle and Mo over and they really connected over that dinner. And I look back at that, it's like, that was like a fantastic friendship. And it's gone now because Kyle will not own her shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like, I don't mind being the first one to apologize. I would much rather be the first one to apologize and be able to move forward into a good place. And even if we don't, at least I know that, like, if I cared about you, I want to, like, own up if I've hurt someone or something like that. And at this point, like, no one can take responsibility for any of it. And I'm just like, Dorit can't see herself, although I'm kind of on Dorit's side in a lot of this, because when Dorit has had a problem, Dorit's gone to who she has a problem with.
Yeah.
She's like, what's going on?
Yes.
And when Bose is like, I do have a concern. What's going on? Or anything else. And, like, I really loved Rachel Zoe, because Rachel Zoe's like, I'm new friends with her. I just
Yeah.
kind of thought this is who she is. It is who she is, Rachel Zoe.
Yes.
So her going, like, we're on Dorit time, she was just like, all right, this is like a thing. It's shitty that Kyle's trying to loop Rachel Zoe into it, and Rachel Zoe is clocked in him.
Oh, yeah. She's not having any of it.
Who is going to be on Kyle's side at the end of this?
Sutton. Because
Maybe
Sutton's
Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Sutton, but I think Sutton might also, like, I don't know. I think Jennifer Tilley. Please, Jennifer Tilley, with your beautiful boobies. Like, pull her back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pull her back in. Like, put her on the street. Because that is a genuine friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Sutton and Jennifer.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I just think it's that Kyle at the end of the episode is, like, so intense and aggressive. That, if we go back to Amanda, I know that we don't like going back to the beginning, but Amanda saying that she had been verbally assaulted at the dinner. Kyle is verbally assaulting Dorit at this dinner.
Oh, yeah. And Dorit is completely level-headed, totally calm, and just looking at her like, what are you doing?
She's pissed. She's upset. She can verbalize, here are my problems.
Yep.
This is why I'm upset. This is what I don't like.
And Dorit has said the same thing to Kyle over and over again. And Kyle just gaslights the shit out of her and twists and turns everything she says. And that's not a good person.
The thing is Kyle has said the same thing over and over and over enough times that it has become real to enough people in the group. Again, they don't know what this is going to come off like.
Right.
Kyle should know better. But Kyle said that Natalie Nicole was lying enough times that Erika's like, okay, she must have been lying.
Yes.
Apparently that girl's a liar. That Kathy's going, yeah, I guess she's a liar. Then Amanda is like, was there, present for the whole thing, and goes, yeah, she's lying.
Can we just talk about how Erika for a second? Because I feel like this Erika Dorit tension is so lower level basic garbage. There's no reason for Erika to be this mad at Dorit. None. I feel like it's all of the sudden now she's Team Kyle and hates Dorit. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. Even Erika saying, well, it's getting on my nerves that she's late all the time. It's getting on my nerves that she's on the phone all the time. Are you kidding? Stop. That's not a thing. It doesn't make sense to us as viewers because you guys were doing so great. And because you got your stupid feelings hurt that she didn't tell you she went on a date with PK. And she specifically said, I'm only telling people I feel comfortable with because whatever reason she doesn't feel comfortable with you right now. And now your feelings are hurt. That is a you problem, Erika, not a Dorit problem. It's just not.
It does seem like that just kind of set things off in a new weird trajectory between them. She was already pissed off about the flights. And about Dorit being late. And I think it's valid to be pissed at Dorit being late.
Fine, great.
I think it's a totally valid thing. But I don't think that it gets to hit the level of what Kyle is doing.
No, that's my point. No.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. So, I don't know. I'm ready. Enough of these people are like, we're fucking done with Kyle. And I think maybe Kyle just does need a little break. Maybe
I
Kyle
think
just
so.
needs a little break.
Yep, I agree.
She's the only OG on the show, right?
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be funny if they brought back Vanderpump?
I would just, it would be so great. It would just be so great. I mean,
Wouldn't it be fun?
it would be great.
Oh, and here's the other thing is I think that they're not letting. I think Dorit is such like a mess, and this stuff feels so big that all the other stuff is getting overshadowed. I think there's other stuff going on with these women that is so much more relatable and interesting
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
me. One of the things that popped up was at the dinner when they're having like nice conversations before Kyle was like, guys, it feels weird that we're not talking about what
I
happened
know,
earlier.
my
And everyone was like,
God, dude.
Sutton was talking about how her son, this is the Sutton Erika that I want to happen because they have that like Southern connection.
Yeah.
And so they started to talk about it and it was like, oh, this is going to turn into something. So they were like, Sutton's talking about how she's taking her youngest the second that she gets done with Italy. She's flying to California and then taking her son to Spartanburg in South Carolina for his freshman year of college. And she's like, and this is my baby. And like, I have 12-year-old boys who are about to be 13.
Yep.
And
I know what that's like.
You know what that's like.
I know what that's like.
That is a feeling. That is something that I think about all the time of like, what is that launching your kids out of your home and onto their great college, but still on their own? And what does that empty nest and like, this is going to be a huge transition from her. I've seen there are women that I have watched in my own life totally spin out when that happens.
Yeah.
When it's like, not only it's like, oh, I just sent one of my kids to college, the last kid to college.
Yeah.
And you see that is a huge transition, a huge life moment for people. And that just kind of got like, she got to talk about it, which I'm really glad. And you could see Erika tune in with her and she's like, and noting that I actually was just in Spartanburg over my birthday weekend. We ate a Longhorn Steakhouse because we got stuck in traffic there. It's a beautiful town. That's all I know is that they have a very terrible Longhorn Steakhouse. The management is garbage. The service is slow.
Great.
The food is mid at best.
Nice.
I said what I said. It's next to Old Navy. Don't go there. But like Spartanburg, and they're trying to connect on that. I would love these two Southern women.
Yes.
To get to chat about it more.
Yes.
I want to hear more about it. And then it all gets railroaded by Kyle wanting to have this fight in front of everyone.
Right.
And then coming so fucking hard. While Dorit's like, I want to have a conversation about the two of us.
Yes.
You're trying to get everyone to gang up. It's not, I want to talk about you and I. You and I need to talk.
Yes. Yeah, and even Bo says that in her confessionals. I know exactly what Kyle's doing. I'm watching it. I know what she's doing. She's trying to get everyone else to say Kyle's opinion instead of Kyle saying her own opinion. And it's gross to watch. But I want Bo's to say that out loud. Like, you know, I need someone to say that out loud to Kyle. Not Dorit, because she's not listening to Dorit, obviously.
Oh, they can't hear each other.
No.
But
no.
I think I appreciate the Dorit's being so direct. I'm like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, why? Because why am I okay with her and not okay with you? Because I trust her. I don't trust you.
Right.
Dorit's being direct. Dorit's being open.
She's being calm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm a little bit done with this.
Yeah.
And I really didn't think I was going to be Team Dorit at the end of this. And I really, right now I am. We'll see who knows? Who knows what this is going to end up like?
All right.
How many episodes of this season do
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know, but people keep saying another one. We have another episode to go, which is great. I love watching this, and I, don't ever want them to stop.
This season's been pretty good.
But still, I want to watch the reunion. I want to see that mess happen, but
I just can't have Kyle say the same things.
Oh my God. No,
Means
she needs a break. We need to get her off the show. And Amanda needs to go. She did not do well. Make Jennifer Tilley a housewife.
Rachel Zoe. Somebody was like, Rachel Zoe needs to be
100%.
center diamond.
Absolutely.
Rachel Zoe's doing so fucking well.
Right. Yeah. I'd even take Denise Richards at this point, you know, just bring somebody. I don't care. I just don't want to watch Amanda or Kyle anymore. I don't know.
All right. So we've got that.
Well, we're going to watch The Valley for next week. We'll have this, hopefully the ending for next week.
The ending of the trial for next week.
Ending of the trial for next week. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's
We'll be
going to be so
watching
good.
some Love on the Spectrum. I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but everybody just go watch it. I love Colin.
It's so good.
I love Madison.
I watched a couple of clips of Watch What Happens Live. Maybe I had that in the back of my head too. Like,
Yeah.
who was it? Wes was on there talking about Summer House a little bit. And I had to text a couple of coworkers and they said that he's just a liar. And then Sarah Michelle Gellar was on there talking about Housewives.
Oh, yeah. She wouldn't say cum gutter.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
She's like, I'm not going to say that on television.
Yes. I'm sorry. I've never heard that term, but that makes sense. So
I've heard that term. It's not for us. It's not our demographic.
True.
It's not our vernacular.
That's true.
That's for men hanging out with other men. That's not like, there's no woman that's like.
Right. I don't have enough gays in my life to know that. So I need to get some more gays in my life.
Do you know about the new hotness? We don't have enough gays in our life.
Look it up.
Oh God, it's a new thing.
Is it
called
Catching
You know what
Print.
It is? Catching Print.
Yes, that is what I wanted to talk about too. Can you please? I adore every second of it. It is my favorite. And if you don't know what it is, do you want to explain it?
No one told me. It's how to tell how big a dude's wiener is.
Yes. A, B, or C. Yeah. Or no, A, C, D maybe. It was A, C, and D. Or A, B, and D. Something like that.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. And men are getting so upset and feeling defiled by it. Are you joking?
I'm sorry. Have we not all spent our entire lives, which their misunderstanding of what a cup size is has also fucked over my entire life until I was into my 30s to understand what a cup size is.
Right.
100%. So they're like, oh, she has D's. No. Do you know what D's could look like?
Yep.
There's a whole gamut of what a D is. It's not always a gigantic.
Yes.
It's
but I think men should definitely share in this body shaming that they have been doing to women for centuries, since Eve was in the garden, and they're body shaming everything.
And it doesn't even have to be shaming. Like, if we're going to be delighted by the person's body in a very objectified way, fine. But like, now it gets to go both ways and we're like horrified.
Yeah. Stop it. I love it so much.
I do enjoy that. Okay, so everyone practice.
Yes.
Catching Print. Come back to us with your notes.
Yes.
But we shouldn't. I mean, I have no interest in it. I just like that. It's like, what is it? We're doing the version of I'm like owning the libs, but it's like my version of like objectifying men and making them.
I'd love to objectify men. I think we should be doing it often. Right. I think we should do it more often all the time. Women are not allowed to wear something and not be called a slut or a whore because of what they're wearing. Because a man...
Or is it flattering enough?
Right. Has decided something.
I had seen this great clip and she was like, listen, there are boys and there are girls and you must, and it is based on whether you have on what your genitals are. And also, do not let anyone see any of your body and cover all your genitals. But make sure that as you're covering everything so that no one could even see what your genitals look like, that your clothes represent what your genitals are. Because you can't wear the clothes the other genitals would wear. And it was just like, oh my God. It's like girls need to be in long skirts and dress modestly and like shouldn't be wearing pants, and boys need to be female dressing this way. And but also, and we need, so you don't think about the genitals, but also they need to perfectly represent what your genitals are. No, that's fun.
Right. No.
That's okay.
Mhm.
That's all I got. All right.
That's all.
Well, here's our very low key. It's our woke podcast. This is our wokest podcast.
Oh my God. Very true. It only took us, what is this, episode 60? 59? I don't remember.
Something like that. If you guys didn't know ahead of time, I don't know. I got called the Zionist when we were talking about Love Island. And so it really just like, sometimes we literally just want to talk about Andy Cohen. And I'm not trying to make a political statement, but I understand that everything's political at this point, but also I'm so tired.
Mm-hmm.
And this is garbage.
But also, I don't care. I know that you do, but I don't care. So, yay.
Yay!
Yay!
Who's listening? Who's listening?
Right.
Hopefully not specific people who apparently are. But those texts are more salacious than the murder texts.
Oh my God,
of
right.
The affair.
100%. So
Inside
stupid.
baseball, guys. But yeah,
Yes.
I don't know. All right.
Yes.
I love you.
I
Thank
love
for doing the podcast.
you. Thank you.
And thank you guys for listening. And we'll be back next week with some Valley returning without Jax, but with Tom Schwartz, which Matt loves Tom Schwartz. So I think that'll be good.
Okay, good.
And then also some more Housewives, and also probably some more of this court case, maybe some other stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I love you. Goodbye.
I love you. Goodbye.